Well, we are all right. So it's 4 o'clock right now. So we're about to go live. Is there anything else I need to say? No. All right. So I'm going live right now. All right. Welcome everybody. This is a Friday night. Well, technically it's the afternoon for me, but it's a night for him. Friday night
Yeah.
TMAU P18 body odor interview. And with me I have Salvador. How's it going,
Hi
Salvador?
guys. It's going well. I'm really happy that we're doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is actually pre-recorded, so I mean, this is recorded, so nobody's going to actually be in the chat. So you're not going to really see any comments, but that's regardless. So tell me, Salvador, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old. Um, I got TMAU about 8 months ago. I'm gonna tell you how I got it. So
Okay.
um, it happened because I started taking choline supplements because I wanted to improve my memory, and choline supplements do that. They basically improve your memory and help you with cognition, and they did work for that. But as a side effect, because I took way too much, like much more than recommended, um, as a side effect, I got TMAU. And even when I stopped taking the choline supplements, the TMAU didn't go away. So
Let, let
yeah,
me let me ask you this: like, were you able to smell this odor, or you weren't able to detect it? Oh, you were able to.
very much. Yeah,
Mm.
because I
So
acquired it like this. So it's not like some other people that slowly get it and they have it over many years and they get used to the smell. No, I got it suddenly, so I could tell every time I smelled easily.
oh,
It bothered me,
yeah. And
not
you,
just.
so
Mm-hmm.
So you just bought it. So you bought this choline supplement, and you call it was Nutritropics.
Nootropics are the term for nootropics is like supplements that improve your brain performance, something like that.
Mm.
And
Nutri-
choline happens to improve it, so it's kind of considered a nootropic, or is considered a nootropic. So that's how I got into it.
I'm curious. Like you said, you were from Spain. Are
Mm-hmm.
you living with other people, and have they smelled this odor?
Yes, yeah. I actually managed to hide it from my parents because I don't have to get necessarily that close to them. Um, I have a stepdad and I don't really hug him, and my mom, she probably could tell sometimes, but she probably told me a few times that I smelled bad, but she didn't know I had TMAU. She just thought like maybe he worked out too much or something. I don't know. So
Mm.
she never really knew, and I never told her anything. But my brother, like, he definitely noticed. Like the day I got it, the first day I got symptoms, like from 2 meters away, because we were in a closed room. He told me, "You smell like shit," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, bro," and I didn't really understand. I was confused.
So you smell like feces. You didn't smell like rotten eggs or fish or
Mm,
anything.
he didn't literally mean like feces when he said shit. He just meant to say like you smell pretty bad, but the smell I
Right.
had was fishy.
Wow. Okay. So it was a
Mhm.
fishy smell.
Mhm.
And when this happened, like, what were you Were you working? Were you in school?
Yeah,
Or
I graduated from high school last year, and right after I got out of high school, I started doing a freelancing business. Um, and I've been doing that since then. So I've been working on my computer. So that means no awkward situations at work, and I wasn't going to college or anything. So at least um, it didn't bother me in social situations that much because of that. But it still was quite annoying.
well, what did you do once you started to smell like, oh, this is some terrible smell on my body, and you started washing yourself, but it didn't go away? Like, what were you thinking? What were you trying to do initially?
I immediately went to Google. Like that's what I do whenever I have a problem. Um, I went to Google, started researching what could be what I had, and um, I quickly found about Trimethylaminuria, and I didn't know that choline exactly was what made me smell bad at that moment, but I had that suspicion, and yeah, I could easily prove myself that whenever I took choline or foods with choline, that I got a fishy smell. Like it was
Mm.
crystal clear.
Let me ask you this: like, I know there's a lot of choline in like eggs and in meat and stuff, so
Yeah,
that made your odor smell worse.
yeah.
If
I
you,
had to stop eating a lot. I had to stop eating eggs, fish, meat. Maybe I could eat like some chicken breast, but I avoided it like I was meant to do that. Like I was
right?
born to avoiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever try to like take a test to confirm that you had TMAO, or
No,
you just
I never took
automatically?
a test, unfortunately. I would have loved to be
Mm-hmm.
able to show the test and stuff, but no, I didn't take one.
Mm. And so I guess like the first thing that you try to do is like have a diet or whatever.
Yes.
You just try to like do the TMAO diet, remove all choline, and hopefully that helped. Was that like your first thing to do, or what was like your first method to try to reduce this odor?
Um, Googled Google told me to do exactly that, so that's what I went for, and I immediately like I knew right away that I had to stay on that diet,
Mm-hmm.
and so I kept up with it, and eventually, like not so long after that, I found about chlorophyll, and I found about activated charcoal, and I used chlorophyll every day, and it removed more than 50% of my symptoms.
50%. Wow.
Yeah, I took like, depending on the day, sometimes 2 or 3 uh, capsules, and
Okay, so you took
activated
like
chart.
chlorophyll tablets.
Yeah,
Okay, you didn't think that you didn't take the drinking chlorophyll.
yeah, I took that
Chlorophyll
too.
drink.
I took both.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you this. So at what time, like, because you said you had it for 8 months. Within the 8 month time span, when did you try to start the diet, and when did you start trying to do the chlorophyll stuff?
Okay, the diet within the first 2 weeks probably, and the chlorophyll and activated charcoal. Um, I tried the chlorophyll first, probably in the first 2 or 3 months, but I'm not sure, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And activated charcoal maybe 4 or 5 months in.
Mm-hmm. And in your opinion, what do you think it was more effective, chlorophyll or activated charcoal? I know a lot of people use either or. Some say that this is better, the other is better. What do you feel was better?
In my
At least,
experience,
yeah, in your experience.
activated charcoal was the big guy.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's interesting because I can't like detect myself, so I'm curious to hear since you could smell yourself,
Oh yeah.
what helped you the most
Okay. I
within the
think that
chlorophyll activated
one
charcoal.
one tablet or one thingy of activated charcoal is as effective in my experience as 6 chlorophylls.
Wow.
And even then, the activated charcoal just has like an extra something. Because
Mm,
with the chlorophyll, it's like it removed um, some aspects of the smell, but not all of them. The activated charcoal just took it all.
that's
Yeah.
interesting. But I
And
know
I
with
was very in tune with my smell because I always wanted to make sure I knew how much I smell at the moment.
hmm and with you had like a video that you were telling me you were saying that you were trying activated and chlorophyll, but didn't work until you decided to try kombucha tea. So
What?
like kombucha
No,
kombucha tea.
what did you say? I'm sorry.
You said that within your video, you were talking about how you had some success with chlorophyll and activated charcoal, but then you tried kombucha tea. And I wanted to ask you, at what point within this 8 month time span did you try kombucha tea?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks,
Yeah,
3 weeks ago. Um,
or
so
maybe a month at most. Yeah.
what motivated you to? Uh,
Okay. I okay. First, I gotta tell you a bit of like the timeline, like the story.
okay.
Um, after living with chlorophyll and activated charcoal for a while, I knew that I needed something else. And according to what I had researched, it was pretty clear that there were studies and a lot of sources that said that there was a gut connection to the smell. So I decided to try probiotics and bought many different probiotic pills, with 30 billion units and other amounts. I just got a bunch of them and tried different brands, and none of the probiotics worked at all. None of them. But I bought one thing called Epicor that I'm not really sure exactly what it is. I don't know if it's exactly bacteria, but I think it's more like food for bacteria. And I took
What
that
was it called?
Epicor.
Epicur? Can you spell that? What is that? Epicur?
I
EPIC. Epicurean?
No, I sent you the message in the private chat. Can you see it?
Let me see here in the private chat. Let me see comments. Private chat. Okay.
EPICOR.
Oh, yeah, okay. Epicur. Let me see this. Epicur. You read up about Epicur? Like, what were you like searching when you found this
I was
thing?
actually buying more nootropics, not any with Conolin though, but I was buying more nootropics, and in the store they had something on sale called Epicor. And I read what it was, and it said it's good for the gut bacteria. And I said, like, alright, it's on sale, I'm just gonna get it. I got it, and I wasn't really sure if it helped at first, but I noticed that it did help a little bit. Like it maybe reduced 20% of my symptoms or something like that, not that much. But that's what made me notice that there
Is
was
it this?
definitely a yes, that's it. Yeah.
What's our new video? Where to buy immune strength? Interesting. Let me put this in the chat if anybody wants to look into it.
Yeah,
So
sure.
and you said it worked for a while.
No, not for a while. It worked to reduce about 20% of my symptoms. I'm just kind of trying to remember, but I know it helped a little.
Hmm. How much did it cost? Let me
Okay.
look. How much it cost? Brands with Epicur, and it was 20%. But basically, you were telling me that I think you said like chlorophyll was like 50%, and reduced it to 50%. So this wasn't even as good as chlorophyll. Simply Epicur. How much does this stuff cost? Which one do you know which one you took? You
Mm,
Best Vit.
it had the same, Epicor brand name. No, yeah, the one of the no,
This
not
one.
at the top right. That one. I think it was that one.
I wonder how much this costs. It doesn't say purchase information. Oh, okay, $14. Okay. Anyways, so back to your
Anyways,
story.
since I'm gonna be talking about kombucha, I'm not even gonna recommend Epicor because kombucha just kicked its ass.
Right.
Yeah.
So you tried Epicur, you only got like 20% success or whatever. So then you started like still looking through the internet and like, I mean, I don't know. Continue
Yes,
with.
yes. Epicor was what made me figure out that I just had to fix my gut. Because if Epicor was for my gut and it improved my symptoms and it supposedly helped with gut bacteria, then I obviously just had to work on that. And uh, I searched for the most potent probiotics I could get, and a very important thing was that I couldn't spend a lot on very high amounts of probiotics um, every month without even being sure if it would work, because I was getting started with my business back then, and I couldn't really afford that. So
Mm,
I found out that you could make your own probiotics at home, and since I can make them and it's cheaper, I can make huge amounts. That
Right.
was my reasoning. I can just make a freaking bunch of that shit and chug it all.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, the thing is, for me, I had success with probiotics too. I never thought about using food probiotics because I thought, it's not going to be as effective as supplement probiotics. But it makes sense that yeah, it's cheaper, it's more affordable,
Yeah, and
and
it's
so
more
yeah,
potent apparently.
and I guess you went on the internet and you found out kombucha was the best probiotic to use, or
Um, Honestly, I just wanted to make a homegrown probiotic, and my options were sauerkraut. I don't know how to pronounce that.
sauerkraut.
Kefir and kombucha seemed like the easiest one to make, and it was supposed to be strong, so that's what I went for. And I actually, okay, when I first started drinking kombucha, it didn't cure me until I started doing it correctly. Because when I
Hmm.
first got started, I was drinking, I don't know, 2 glasses of not that fermented kombucha. I did the kombucha for the recommended fermentation time. But, um, and that
What is the recommended time?
I think it's like a week, but now I let him sit. I don't even count the days. Sometimes maybe it's 2 weeks. I don't even
Mm,
count it, but it's definitely more than the recommended.
okay.
And I also I used like double or maybe even more of the sugar and the black tea. So in less water, that would mean there's more life because there's more
Right.
nutrients for them to eat and to grow and stuff. So I was basically drinking
Interesting.
3 big glasses, like at least this big. This is a pretty big glass, like,
Wow.
and it was not just any kombucha. It was fermented as hell kombucha.
Hmm.
It tasted like
Wow.
drinking vinegar almost.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it wasn't that bad. Nah.
Mm. Because yeah, I've heard a lot about. I was just doing some research on
Mhm.
kefir and just probiotics in general, and there's such thing as like water kefir and coconut kefir and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that you can ferment all these types of things and create these probiotic drinks. But you created this powerful dose, which is black tea and sugar. Was it just like regular white sugar?
Yes. It costed me. Let me tell you, it costed me like $11 to get an unlimited supply.
Wow, $11. So you didn't
Eh,
like
I paid
you didn't
11
go
bucks and I'm drinking that shit every day, and as much as I want.
and you didn't go to like a organic food store to get like black tea. You just got like just regular black tea that you
Yeah, the
found.
supermarket. Yeah, any
Wow, so you
black tea,
just use
any
like wow,
sugar. Yeah.
that's interesting. So you just use the regular stuff.
Mhm.
And so you ferment it for 2 weeks. You put double the amount of black tea, double the amount of sugar, and then like what happened next?
Um. Okay. I started. One day, the day I began doing that, I was like, I'm gonna take this seriously. I'm gonna do this every day. Like, I'm no excuses. And by the second or third day, I had like half of the smell. By the fourth day, I was like 90. No, by the second day, I was like 50% less symptoms. By the fourth day, I had like 90% less symptoms, and then the curing curve wasn't as fast. It kind of stayed in 90, 92, I would say. I cannot tell you exactly the number. I'm just like giving
Right.
you some estimation. Um,
Hmm.
and right now, the last time I had symptoms was um, about a week ago because I did everything to make me smell, and my smell was only about 2% of what it was before. So I'm not taking chlorophyll anymore. I'm eating as many eggs as I want, and I ate a lot of fish. I ate a lot of eggs. I took a lot of coffee, and I was stressed. And those are the four factors that just make it worse for me. And those four factors happened about maybe about a week ago, and I got about 2% of the smell out of 100 that I would get before. When
But
I had
even
my
to
yeah
but even to this day, you still drink these 3 big glasses of
yeah
kombucha. Mm. Do you feel like you have to drink this every day, or do you feel like eventually your the microbiome in your gut is going to be fine?
okay, I can't tell, but I think that if I take it for long enough, I think that I should be able to stop, but I don't plan to either way.
Hmm.
Because I mean, after taking this, I'm never stopping. It's not just the TMAU. It's
Right.
also that I used to get digestive issues, and it basically fixed my stomach.
What type of digestive issues?
Okay, I had that diarrhea every 2 to 3 days, like almost, yeah, very frequently. I
Mm.
also felt like I couldn't handle food very well. If I took different types of food at the same time, it's like I would get gases, and I would get um, a bad feeling in my stomach. And now I feel like I can take different things at the same time, and my stomach somehow handles it better.
Do you actually? I've heard that like when you have a good probiotics or whatever in your system, you feel different. Do you feel different?
Yeah,
Have,
I mean, definitely. Because before I felt, okay, the biggest difference was the TMAU, because before I felt like there were chemical, like gases coming out of my skin or out of my pores,
mm.
like I felt like I was covered in a chemical bath.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I don't know if um, that is hard on your body and your energy levels, but I think, and I don't know if it's placebo or just the fact that I'm more excited because I don't have TMAU, but I feel like I feel lighter and better emotionally. But I mean, you would obviously expect that if you uh, get rid of TMAU. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know like for the gut, there's a gut to brain connection, and
hmm
when you have a good immune system, it actually affects your brain.
yeah,
Like if you're like depressed, it actually affects your immune system and your gut bacteria. So
yeah,
maybe kombucha has some type of effect like that.
yeah.
Hmm,
I
that's
used to be
very
kind of skeptic about
interesting.
that, but now I feel like I can really feel how important that is, that
Hmm.
connection. Cause
I wanted to ask.
yeah.
Oh, good. No, go ahead. You were saying something.
Um, no, I was just saying that it's real. It's now I can really feel like I've acknowledged the importance of taking care of my gut, not just because of the TMAU, but overall how it makes me feel. Like I feel
Am I
healthier.
breaking?
Yeah.
Am I breaking up on your end?
Hmm?
Is the
What?
picture quality bad on my end, or
Um.
because it seems like your pic? Okay, it's fine. Never mind. There was a
Yeah.
point where you're
Maybe the problem might be from my side. I see you well. I see you. Yeah. Your quality looks good.
okay, but yeah, man, that sounds amazing. I don't know because if it's
Bro,
that simple,
I think like if it worked for me, I don't see why it wouldn't work for others. And I suggest you try how I did it, like you copy how I did it, because
mhm.
I think people in a month from now they're gonna be talking about this on Reddit. They're gonna be like, oh, we this could be cured and stuff. And this is also, I think this is great news, incredibly good news.
Yeah, it definitely is great news. I'm
And
curious, like,
there, when I found out, um, there wasn't a single post on Reddit, so I posted my video there, and about the cure, and somebody told me to join a Discord group, and I went in and I met this guy that you talked about in your last video called Joshua, who's got a channel about TMAU, and
mhm.
yeah, when I met him, we were very excited because um, we were very excited because I didn't know anybody else who had done this until I met him, and I think he hadn't met anybody else who had done this either. So when we saw each other, it was like, shit, bro, this is gonna be big.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So let me ask. So you didn't go on any type of support forums or any message groups
Uh,
before that time before you started taking kombucha? Kombucha?
uh, I didn't join any support forums. I just tried to find a cure, but never ever spoke to anybody who had it. Until
Oh,
I, yeah, it wasn't until I found it that I um, decided to go to Reddit to tell people. And
that's
that's how
wow.
I found this other guy that had also done it, but he did it with kefir. So I guess either would be good. Like you could also do it with kefir in theory. Look, he did it, you know.
Yeah, but that's yours sounds cheaper so that anybody can do it. I
Oh
think
yeah.
kefir is a little more
No, if you
expensive.
buy the bottles, it's gonna be expensive. But I think you can homebrew do. But I think kombucha is easier. So yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense to do
I
kombucha.
definitely want to try that now. Uh, but wow, so it seems like you have 3 weeks. You're 3 weeks odor free, but you don't feel like you're 100%. You still feel like
Um,
there's still like a small percentage of a smell.
Yeah, I feel the last time I felt any smell was about a week ago, and it was because all of the factors that would have made me smell absolutely terrible happened at the same time because I was just like careless because I thought it wouldn't come back again, and it appeared, but I couldn't even notice a fishy smell. It was just like I knew that I had a bit of that smell because I know what to look for. Like if a normal person were to have what I had that day, they wouldn't even notice. But I know what to look for because I had
Could you
TMAU.
could you explain what things that to look for to that you would know? Okay, I smell bad because you didn't
Yes.
smell it. You just felt it or something.
If I try to smell it, I could smell a tiny bit, like 2% of how I would smell if I were to have it bad.
Hmm.
And I also felt like a very slight stickiness because when you're having symptoms, when I have symptoms, I feel that my skin gets sticky. So I felt a
Mm.
little bit of stickiness. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Because I do recall a time where I used to eat like really, I ate like a big bag of caramel popcorn, and the next day I woke up, my face was sticky and like very like I don't know, it was
Mm-hmm.
weird. So
Yeah,
I could never
I
smell it.
that sounds like God related, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So let me ask you this. So you had it for 3 weeks. I know I used to I took some probiotics. I took a lot of probiotics one time and the smell was gone or extremely reduced for like a year or so, but then it came back. Um, my thing is like, do you feel that maybe I already asked this, but do you feel that there's a possibility that your whatever that was causing you to smell bad might come back, even if you consistently drink the kombucha tea?
Um, I think that I definitely think it wouldn't come back. Like I feel like the kombucha attacked it incredibly effectively.
Hmm.
Like it just got rid of it super fast. Like if I had take um how long did when you started to take probiotics, how long did it take you to get less symptoms?
Uh, I can't pick up on my odor, so I had to base it on reactions.
Mm-hmm.
So like after I took like maybe like 12 to something pills, I realized like after a couple of days, like people are not reacting to me. So then I was like, okay, then it's not me. I did
Mm-hmm.
want to ask you this. If you only talked about like, oh, you stayed in the house most of the time. Have you ever went out and heard people react to you or make comments about you and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Hmm. Can you talk about those experiences? Like,
Sure.
did you are you always like, are you always at home or have you ever went like out
No, I go
publicly?
out. Yeah, I went out pretty often, or kind of often. I always had to go out for one reason or another. And
Hmm.
I do have friends. Um, so I remember that I remember once just being like having to wearing an extra, like 2 extra cloaks,
Or-
because my smell was so strong that I wasn't gonna let it out. So I wear like 3 cloaks, or not cloaks. That's not the word. I mean,
Coach.
yeah,
Coach.
and
Coach. Okay.
whatever, stuff for the cold.
Yeah. Mhm.
And somebody just said, like, somebody here smells like shit, and like in front of all the group, and
That
yeah,
made you want to just made you want to just stay inside most of the time.
mm, yeah, it made me want to stay because, obviously,
Right.
yeah,
Wow.
because
Because
sometimes I had it pretty bad, but when I discovered about activated charcoal, um, that saved me a bit, because I have a
Mhm.
girlfriend, and back at that time, that was one of the most annoying things in my, obviously in like to happen.
Right. That's very interesting. You had a girlfriend during the like during the smelling phase, or was it before?
I had it before, and during the relationship, it happened.
Oh, and was she able to smell you, or was she? Has she ever made any comments, whatever?
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes she was able to, but whenever I was gonna see her, I took activated charcoal like that, like they were fucking sugar pills.
Okay.
No, I'm
Wow. That's
exaggerating. I didn't do that, but I took like a
took a
few,
lot.
like
Yeah. Damn.
what I needed.
Yeah. Damn.
And
But
I
you had
also
a.
also was on a
Okay.
long calling diet, so all factors combined, it was manageable. hmm
Okay. Wow. Okay. And you're still on a low choline diet?
No,
No, you're eating whatever you want right now.
yes. The only thing I'm still not doing is eating very large amounts of food of fish, because I want to give it a few weeks before doing that. But I'm back to the eggs and to the meat and everything, and even fish. But as long as it's not like a like a kilo of fish, which
Right.
I
Right.
could
Of
eat
course.
probably.
I do want to ask you this. Like, does like dairy make you smell worse? Like
Mm,
eating, like drinking milk or eating ice cream, did that ever make you smell worse?
it definitely didn't make me smell better. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it made me smell a bit worse, but nothing that, nothing compared to choline.
Wow. So you were still technically living just a public life. You were still hanging out with your friends. You still had a girlfriend. You would go and visit her, but you started doing that more often when you had the activated charcoal. But because I know you said like 2 to 3 months you had the activated charcoal and the chlorophyll, but within before that time you just stayed
Oof,
inside most of the time.
those months were the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because you're
definitely.
still trying to figure out like what
Yeah,
to.
you don't know, you don't even understand what's happening. Your smell is 10 times worse because you don't have any of the supplements. It's
Hmm.
psychologically, you know,
Damaging.
difficult, damaging. Yeah.
Wow, wow, yeah. So I mean, let's say I mean I was gonna ask you. Uh,
Sure.
Is it okay for me to, if someone who has like a similar condition to you and they want to communicate with you, can I use your email?
Sure. I sent you a message with the email they can contact me to.
Okay, I see it right now. I can't actually put it in the chat, but I'm going to put it in the description.
Yeah.
Um,
They can also. I have a YouTube channel with one video. You can go there and ask any questions you want.
yeah, yeah.
That's fine as
Send
well.
me that. Send me that name of the YouTube channel as well, so I can put it in the description so people can check out your video.
Yeah. The name of the YouTube channel is just Cure Trimethylaminuria. And well, you're not gonna find it that way because that's a very search for term. Unless you scroll down a bit. Let me send you the link of my other channel.
And yeah, I mean, I think this is incredible. I'm definitely willing to try this. Uh,
Yeah.
I want to think if there's anything else because it just sounds
You
so
definitely
simple.
gotta give it a try, dude. I'm so happy that you're gonna give this a try.
And you say that you have to leave it out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I suggest so because that's what worked for me. And if you have to leave it for
Hmm.
3 weeks and take twice as much as I did, eat that Scooby disc if that's what you gotta do. I sometimes ate them.
You take 2 glasses in the like when do you take them at morning or night?
Doesn't matter. Anytime.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what the Scooby discs are?
The Scooby discs.
Yeah, they're okay. So the kombucha, to make kombucha, you have to buy a Scooby disc, which is like a culture of bacteria and yeast, and that's what makes the kombucha. So when you are fermenting kombucha, this disc multiplies, and another one appears on top, and it's like it had a child. Say like,
Okay, yeah, because it builds up. The bacteria builds up within that disc.
yeah, you're gonna think it's kind of gross, but you can eat that disc. It's edible, and it's only gonna help. And so if you wanna do it hardcore mode, eat that.
Oh, let me ask you that. Since you're talking about, it's called Scooby, like Scooby Doo, like what? Scooby,
It's Scobbies. I think it's Scobby actually.
Scooby, Scubby program. So is it
Write Scobby
SCUBI?
disc. Even if you mistype it, just write Scobby disc and it's gonna appear.
Is it SCUBI Scubby?
Let's see. Yes.
Scubby.
SCOBY.
Oh, SEO. Yeah.
SCOBY. Oh wait, I
Disc.
think so.
Where'd you buy this? Did you buy it online, or did you find it
I got it
somewhere?
on Amazon.
Okay, you got it on
Yeah.
Amazon. Okay, make your own kombucha SCOBY. Okay, this is interesting. All right. Um, I think I asked you everything I wanted to ask you. And since this is not live, there can't be anybody asking you other further questions. So I guess we'll round it up right here. Let's
Sure.
say there's
I got as much time as you can, as you want. So whenever you want.
well, I don't know if I have. Let me see if I asked you all the questions. Um, so 8 months. I mean, I had it for 15 years, so it's very interesting to hear a person that had it for 8 months. Maybe I would have to drink it more since I had it longer, um, or I would have to drink it more to see
Could be.
faster effects or the
Yeah.
effects.
Could be.
Um,
I had it. I would say I had it pretty bad. I mean, you could smell me from meters away when it was at its. Yeah, if I didn't take any supplements. Like
okay,
you could.
I'm just trying. So you had it for 8 months. You had it for 3 weeks.
But
Yeah,
I guess it's possible for yours to be worse. I have no way to tell. I guess.
yeah. Nobody really knows. Well, at least I don't know. Well,
Hmm.
yeah. I guess I'll just ask you: is there, let's say, there's somebody who identifies with what you were going through? Is there any like final thoughts or insights you would like to tell anybody that might help them with their problem?
Yeah. Guys, definitely give this a try and try to copy my procedure as much as you can, or at least try to make it as fermented and as powerful as you can, and drink as much as you can. I guess. Don't get lazy with. Be consistent. Yeah. Drink that kombucha like it's a religion. Okay.
Mm, all right. And with that, I appreciate you, Salvador, for stopping by
Sure.
and giving insight on how to rid this condition. Hopefully, this thing will work out. I'm definitely going to try it this week and
Yeah, I
buy.
hope so, and I think so.
Um, and with that, we are out.
All right.
All right. Bye.